What's up, YouTube? It's Murph. I'm back with another World of Warships gameplay, and I'd like to start off the video by first thanking everybody for the positive support and likes and the new subscribers to the channel over just the past 24 hours. I went from 0 subscribers, 0 videos, 0 everything, and as of now, I have 57 views on that first video, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you for viewing the video, and if you enjoy it, consider subscribing, or if you didn't like it by chance, then please let me know. I guess give me something I can improve upon. But with that, we'll hop straight into this game of, I'd like to call it RNG at its finest. And if you don't know what RNG is, it's random number generator. Basically, you're leaving all of your gameplay up to chance, pure luck, just hoping to God that you do good. And look at that, we smacked him, right? Nope, that was somebody else. Looked like we just took away half of his health, and we only ended up hitting 3 shells there for 12k. And that looks like that could have been a dev strike right there. But, and even with this shot, looks great. We put the spotter plate up and everything. That's railgun dispersion. This kills him surely, right? Surely. Nope. Not going to say we did bad, but that very well could have been a dev strike. But as I was saying, with RNG, you're leaving the game up to chance, and as you can see with those first 2 salvos, 28k isn't bad for a regular game, but for the Yamato, with a broadside battleship right in front of it, that's pretty unlucky. All of my shells looked like they were going good, and apparently they just weren't having it, and yet again, he was turning in there, but I really only got 2 shells to hit. One of them ricocheted, and I only ended up doing 1,000 damage, and so Cleveland ends up taking him out. And now it's me and Ace Gunners who I'm partied up with. This gave me kind of the meat shield for me. I'm so used to being targeted early in the game for whatever reason that I never really get the chance to have fun in the Yamato. But everybody decided to target him instead. So I'm very okay with that for that game. But I saw that the smoke was starting to come out of the smokestack on the Alabama, so I aimed in front of it a teensy bit, and look at that. Absolutely beautiful, and we do end up smacking him for a decent amount of damage, but yet again, no Citadel at all, so all that's going to be able to get healed back for the most part. And I also, RNG blesses me a little bit here. I get a lucky spread with the second set of torpedoes, and with the first one, I didn't even have to use a damage count for it. I didn't have it, and I didn't flood, so I could be flooding in on fire right now, but I got blessed. Again, with the Hipper, I do an okay amount of damage, but I'm connecting 4 shells on it, and I'm not getting any sort of Citadel or a deep penetration on it where I'm doing 10,000 per shell. So at this point in the game, I'm kind of frustrated because I'm saying, like, this could be a really good game, and I'm only at 50k. And there is still a lot of game left, but like this shot, broadside, not even turning or anything. And finally, we get our first Citadel. And that was probably the worst dispersion of the game so far, which is the funniest thing. Those shells were going everywhere. They weren't the railguns like earlier, but I somehow get a lucky Citadel with that. So RNG give and take. I'll take that, I guess. But this Hipper's pretty low, so we're gonna take a shot at it and hope that we get the kill. And lucky for us, nobody really yoinks him. So we get our first kill of the game right there. And from here, we're probably gonna look at the Alabama, or we're going to look at the battleships to the left side of us to shoot at next, because, again, all of those people aren't targeting me. They're completely oblivious to me being over here, and I can create a really good crossfire from that. And sadly, none of them are spotted, as I'm watching Ace Gunner get torped here, which I was laughing at over the party the entire time. But, yeah, all these battleships are just completely oblivious. And this Iowa, broadside. Well within range. Let's take a look. Relatively decent dispersion. Let's see if it does anything. Really? Are you like, why? Even these, like, please, at least one Citadel. He's broadside, not moving. You're telling me one shell hit him and it did 1,000 damage? You're kidding. Like, how? Genuinely, how this game, I could be at 150k with 3 or 4 kills and 2 dev strikes at this point, and the game decided to just say, you know what, Murph, no, today is not your day. And again, finally, I get that Citadel on a broadside Iowa. It's very easy to Citadel the ship if he's completely broadside, but I just haven't been getting lucky this entire game. The Yamato's starting to shade away, and I have the destroyer right in front of me, so I know that the main target I have to shoot at is the destroyer. I have to take it out. So I put up the spotter plane, and sadly he stops, and I lead him just a bit too much. If he would have kept on going or turning, or I would have let him a teensy bit less, I feel like I would have gotten some really good damage there and maybe taken him out myself, but luckily my teammates are right there to take him out. And now I look at the damage and I say, well, 96,000, almost 100k. This game is probably going to be an average one at best. Maybe slightly above average if I could take all these ships out. But I started to realize that, well, this Alabama's at half, and both those Yamatos are at full, and I'm assuming the Lexington, the carrier, is at relatively full because it camps the entire game in the corner of the map. So again, railgun dispersion. This looks amazing. Dev strike inbound, right? No, not even close. I didn't hit him once. So now I look towards the Yamatos because the Alabama goes unspotted because of the smoke. And I'm probably sitting here cursing out the game or God knows what because I am getting so incredibly unlucky this game. And again, broadside, please. Let him a little bit too much. He's starting to turn in. But I do some really good damage on just regular pens there, which I was very happy to see. And I started to realize at this point that if they start to target me, they could very easily take me out. Because with the Yami, you get one shell through the front of the ship and you could get a Citadel. So at this point, I was starting to panic a little bit that this game is average, but it could potentially be a good game if everything starts to go right. And that's kind of what I was banking on is, hey, RNG, he's broadside to me. He's backing up. He's not really looking at me. Just bless me. Please go in my favor for once this entire game. And I get 10k. I mean, I could have done much better, but RNG decided 10k, I guess I'll take it. I can't be mad with 10,000 damage on a Yamato. So I look to the Alabama because he is going to come out from the island, and maybe I could yoink this kill. And luckily for me, I actually do some good damage to him. Sadly, don't get the kill, but I get some decent damage to him. So somebody's bound to kill him before I do. So at this point, yeah, I should have just looked away from him. Even though I was reloading, I should have been looking at the next target. But, so yeah, the other team has a 3/4 health Yamato, a half health Yamato, and an assumed full health Lexington. So I still have at least 150,000 damage on the board. I have to. So I think, yeah, you see that shot there? That is RNG saying, screw you. Like, I don't know what I did to deserve this, but whatever god I need to sacrifice or, like, fast to, I will do it. Please. Please give me some better luck here. This is painful. So we look at this broadside Yamato. Please. I beg of you. This is where I start breaking the bread, praying, and I'm sitting there like this. They can't do me dirty this many times in a row without blessing me at least once. And they answered my prayers. I at least get one Citadel there. So it's on the up and up. I just realized with that Citadel, and I luckily do not get Citadel there by those shells. Those shells looked like they were going to do some good damage to me, but I'm at 160,000 damage. So this is becoming a pretty decent game, and everything that I said was supposed to go right is kind of going in my favor. So I was very okay with it at this point. I said, you know what? Maybe this is something I can record as I get my second kill of the game. Maybe this is something I can record, or maybe it's something that I can just save for keepsake, just for the fun of it. And this is when I started salivating. I'm like, oh, please keep turning out. I have a spotter plane available. This has to be good, please. They usually bless me once and then do me dirty a bunch of times. So I thought maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a little something out of it. We got a little something out of that. We got 2 Citadels. That puts us up to 213,000 damage. one of the first times I ever broke 200k damage. And at this point, I was, well, right there, I was shitting my pants. But right after I survived that salvo, I was ecstatic. I was saying, "Oh my goodness, I could probably get 250k this game. I just have to Citadel him here." Yeah, I didn't know the Lexington was a goddamn drag racer, and it was super fast. So I missed my shot there, and I kind of have to hope that we don't win. And yeah, we're almost gonna win on points, so we have to hope I get a Citadel. Ooh, and I get one Citadel to finish off the game, and that puts me at over 230,000 damage. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and watch my next video.